Sean Marion will go out. But Gugliotta, what a awful year he had last year. Remember the seizure he had in December, nearly died?
Yeah, and really since then, of course, with the knee injury, he hasn't played, but since then he was never the same player. Hasn't been yet.
Perry misses. McPherson lost it. It's going to come out to Rogers. Inside a minute to go in the first quarter. Rafe got hit in the eye, and right now he's grimacing in pain, and he's staying on the defensive end. Here's Nick going 1-on-2. Outside McLeod, 3-ball. Nuggets need one, they get one.
Boy.
Big triple from McLeod.
Thank goodness somebody stopped that. Both teams with the case of the uglies right now.
Big case of the uglies. This is kind of the antithesis of what we saw last night. Nuggets couldn't miss. Elliott Perry pulls up, and Perry drains the jumper. 22-19, Denver within 3, 25 seconds left. Robert Pack will slow it down.
Well, usually in this situation, Nuggets will spread the floor. You see 4 on the baseline right now. Pac-Man will look to take it to the basket. If nobody stops him, he'll keep going. Somebody steps up, he'll kick it, and there he goes to McLeod.
George penetrates, and he whirls it in with a lot of English, and nearly a steal. And McPherson, if he caught the basketball, would have had a layup.
And McPherson has had trouble catching a few easy passes here early.
0.7, and that got out of his hand, and Rafe had it on line. I guess with his good eye, because he's still got one slam shut. Well, let's erase that first quarter in terms of a beautiful thing, but the Nuggets within 1 on the road. They'll take it.
In tennis,
The Nuggets trail by just 1. Robert Pack is whistled for the foul against Elliott Perry. Nuggets finished that quarter hitting 5 of 6. Phoenix finished hitting 2 of 8. Keon Clark, what he did against Phoenix, playing for Antonio McDyess in that first meeting. Here's McPherson, and that shot is off. McDyess back on the floor, stabs the rebound. Out there is McLeod, Clark, Deshaun Leonard, and Pack 3-ball again from George McLeod.
Well, the bench doing the damage right now for the Nuggets. That first quarter, Drew, you mentioned the 5 of 6. The last 5 of 6 they hit. Most of those from the bench. Pack and McLeod combining for 4 or 5 in that corner. The starters only 6 of 22. And George starting off well here in the second.
And George is open again, 3 in a row, you bet. 11 for McLeod. And the Nuggets have opened up a 5-point lead, going long distance on the Suns.
George obviously familiar with the arena and the backdrop here, but getting loose and comfortable early.
Nuggets had a steal and then handed it right back to Phoenix. Look at the bench for the Nuggets. We talked about their need to pick it up tonight with the early fouls. Gugliotta, and he misses. And then it's knocked out of bounds, and it goes off of George McLeod. So the Nuggets are going to give Phoenix 3 opportunities here. Jason Kidd, after a long rest, coming back. Tony Delk joins him on the floor.
That's just a case of Googs not playing much so far this year and not being able to explode off that left leg. His timing is a bit off.
Rogers against Keon Clark, and the Nuggets finally get the basketball. No damage done. Up by 5, looking for more. Keon against Santiago, and he is fouled. So Keon Clark will go to the line. Well, that first quarter, you know, if it was a painting, they would have closed the museum.
Yeah, early. And not many patrons would be back, but Nuggets getting it going here early in the second. Nice matchup for Clark against Santiago. And Keon facing the basket is going to be a tough go for Santiago, because not nearly as quick as Keon when he faces up.
The Nuggets tonight from the line, 1 of 5. Here's a lob to Kidd, and he misses. Rebound snatched by McDyess.
Robert Pack had his head turned for just a moment.
And just for a moment, McDyess almost scraped the roof with the basketball.
How can they boo that? McDyess.
They're a little jealous right now, and they'll cheer Rodney Rogers hitting a three.
Bringing some dust off the Raptors over Santiago.
Nuggets have hit 8 of their last 9. They started the game 1 for 8.
I think you failed to notice, sorry Drew, with that last dunk by McDyess was a nice feed from McLeod.
And now Antonio goes outside. Kidd lost the basketball. Here's Leonard for 3. He got his feet underneath.
Had his toe just on the line. They call it a 2.
Boy, they have good vision. 32-25, the Nuggets with their biggest lead. They're up 7, and Rodney is fouled on the floor by Keon Clark. That'll be number 1 on Clark. Sean Marion's getting set to come back.
Here's that moment we were talking about, Drew. You see the nice feed, little left-hand flip from McLeod, and McDyess exploding over Santiago.
And you know what, a very good catch, because the pass was a bounce pass in traffic, and he had to reach down and grab it and then go upstairs to throw it down.
Yeah, I thought the catch was better than the finish, probably.
The finish wasn't bad, though.
It was a tough catch. I was surprised of expecting it because McLeod was pretty close to Antonio.
Tony Delk. 6 points for Delk. Signed as a free agent in early August. Last year played with Sacramento, averaged about 6.5 a game. Off a screen, here's Leonard inside three-point range. And McLeod got his mitts on it, and then Keon kept it alive and kept Denver with the basketball, throwing it off of Santiago. And we also have a timeout. 8:56 to go. The Nuggets have opened up a 5-point lead behind George McLeod's 3 balls. To physical. Here's a turnaround. Vachon, difficult shot. Santiago in a crowd pulls down the rebound. 5-point advantage for Denver. 8:40 to go before halftime. The Nuggets have a 2-game road winning streak. Santiago goes to the hook, and McDyess boxes him out. Off to Pack, looking to run. Got McLeod. Step away from 16, and in and out.
George got the feel right now. That was a tough shot, and it looked good.
By the way, next rebound for McDyess will be his 10th, and he's barely been on the floor. He got 2 quick fouls early. Here's Marion. And a loose ball foul, and it'll be on Denver.
And is that the 3rd on Leonard? It had to be on Leonard, wasn't it?
Loose ball foul on number 21, George McLeod.
Well, they call it on McLeod. Here's the long rebound. The Denver Nugget guards have got to do a better job pursuing these. And I see it's McLeod holding on to Rogers. Didn't allow Rodney to get to that. Nugget guards have got to do a better job at getting to that free throw area for those long rebounds.
Kidd penetrates. James Posey, you saw, came in for McLeod. And the rebound in the paint, Vachon Leonard. Here's Pack. Robert has 1 gear. McDyess, and well, you always hold your breath. Antonio gets so high in the air. And when there's contact, you worry about him not coming down on his feet.
You hope it's high and not low, because if it's low, it's going to take his legs out. Delk does a nice job of going up and making an effort at trying to get to that, but he's got no chance of getting up to that basketball. Antonio's up so high. Fortunately, Antonio maintains his balance.
Let's check the scouting report brought to you by Pizza Hut. Clifford Robinson in his 12th year at a UConn.
So this guy's a flat-out scorer, can shoot it from the outside pretty good from three-point range and get to the basket. Very mobile. This guy is 6'10", can defend a number of players on the court because he runs